morning from down on the farm. Fall is coming, you can tell it's fall, and I'm ready for a special cup of chai. The grapes are starting to change color. These ones, a later grape, and some of the others are ready to harvest. There's the pumpkin patch and the butterfly. There's a pie pumpkin, but it's still green. Not ready for what I need yet. That one still looks green. That one's still green. Oh look, tomatillos. So happy. I'm gonna have to bring him one of those. Like they're ready. These are planted last year, and we had so many of them, we got so sick of them. I didn't plant any this year. These reseeded themselves. Those ones are close, but not quite. That one is pretty close. I think this little guy is close. I'm going to use him. This morning I was checking on the pumpkins to see if they're ready because I was anxious to make a drink. But they're not quite ready yet, and I don't quite have time to process pumpkins yet. We made a pumpkin spice bulletproof chai this morning, decaf, since I can't have caffeine, though I do love my caffeinated chai. Because happy pumpkin spice season, y'all. It's time for fall down on the farm. We thought we'd take you in the kitchen this morning and show you how we made our drink. And it's gonna be super yummy. To the farm kitchen we go to make our drink. Let's give you a quick look at what the farmer's been up to. He's got the siding on the outside of our tea studio. I think he's just finishing up on the back side today. What you doing up there, farmer? Look, I found you something.
What is it?
They're tomatillos, your favorite.
Oh.
You're way up there. This is your last side, right?
Yeah, I just have to make it across here to the other end.
I don't think I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna go drink some tea. Before we start making our chai, I ran out of pumpkin spice. That's not good. So while this doesn't go inside our drink recipe, we are going to sprinkle it on the top of it. And so we're gonna have to make some. And the reason we're making it, and I'm not just buying more, is one, as a tea blender, I have all the spices here, but the real reason is that, well, I love the pumpkin spice from Trader Joe's. It's not organic. And if you blend your own, it's a lot fresher. Sometimes the bottled stuff, it sits in the store for a long time. So we're gonna make some fresh pumpkin spice and get us ready for pumpkin spice season. So to steep our tea this morning, we were given an Espro, which is a type of French press, and we were given that to review, and we're going to use that with our tea this morning and let you know what we thought. So like any French press with the Espro, you're going to remove the top and you're going to pour your tea in. This morning we're using 5 perfect teaspoons of decaf chai from our shop. We're making that really strong this morning because this is going to be a flavored chai, so we want the flavor to come through rather than just drinking it straight. You put your tea in the Espro and then you add your water and you're going to give it a little stir. That's just to get out any air bubbles, kind of even it out, and then you're going to slowly push down the top of the lid on the Espro that's attached to the filter at the bottom. And that filter is what makes Espro special because it has 2 filters, a double filter. So here we have the Espro. It looks very much like any other French press. It's got the handle and the carafe in there. with the outside shell that holds it, and then your plunger in there with their double filter. So here you'll see is the first filter. These little things slide down on the glass, keeping all the tea in place, or coffee. You can use it for coffee. And then the tea goes in here into this filter. Most of it stays put underneath here, but whatever sneaks through gets into this second filter and is trapped inside there. You can see on the other side, none of the tea comes out here. So we use lots of French presses here. I've had everything from $12 French press from Bi-Mart, just a no-name brand, to the high-end brand of French press. And we use 5 of them every Saturday to get ready for the Saturday market. That's how we steep our tea for our tea tastings. And so I have some experience with these, and I have to say I'm impressed with this double filter. Because when we are brewing tea with Rooibos in it, it's like a little sliver. It's this little sliver, and it goes through most tea filters. So unless you're using a tea bag, it's awfully hard to keep that Rooibos where it belongs. It does okay in a normal French press, but this Espro does the job. The other great thing about the Espro is that the glass here is twice as thick. And so it insulates it better. It's going to keep the heat inside more, and it's more durable. Go ahead and ask me how I know it's more durable. I dropped it on the floor and it's just fine. Another feature that the Espro has that other French presses don't have, or at least I haven't seen in my use of them, is that there's a lock so that the glass doesn't come sliding out. And I can tell you when you're washing it, that's a really good thing, because we've lost a couple of other French presses because they slid out when we were washing them and they hit the side of the sink and they broke. So we like the lock. So are we ready for the cons of the Espro? There's only one. It's not big enough for me. I can't get enough tea in there. This is the Espro P3. I'm going to put a link down below so you can find it. And it does 22 ounces of tea. So if you do the math, that's about 3 cups. It's okay for 1 or 2 people, I would think, but for a family of 6 or for a big tea drinker, you might want to look at something a little bigger, but I would definitely check out Espro and see what else they have. Maybe we'll link some of those down below too, because I think I'm going to be checking it out. And definitely, we're going to look into one of their travel mugs, because when we're on the go, we still love our loose leaf, and it's got to be simple or it just doesn't happen. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button below so you don't miss any more of these. We will have more recipes coming soon. And if you would like to learn more about how to cook with tea and different ways to use tea, make sure you check out growcreatesip.com, our members area where there's a group of us learning to grow, create, sip. It's quite a tasty education. We will see you next week. St. Fiacre's Farm.
Fiacre.
Fiacre?
Fiacre?
Fiacre. Fiacre.
We will see you next week.